download today. We live every broadcast. Boom, we on Tehuti TV. Shout out to Tehuti TV, Tehuiti. Tehuti space TV. Tehuti space TV. The name is no longer Nature Boy. I'm no longer affiliated with the name Nature Boy. I'm no longer affiliated with anything of melanation. We are now Carbon Nation. I want to put that out right now before I drop this download to you. We are new beings. We're going to move with the new. Same frequency, same information, different name. Because our information is what is important, and all this other stuff has come in the way of that. So today I'm going to be talking about passports. Before we go into passports, this is what I want to say. And it's kind of breezy. So I want to show y'all, because I gave y'all this astrology one-on-one download. But today I want to show y'all a little way to read your astrology to make it more simple. All right? You know, you must understand your planets, which are celestial bodies. You have to understand the zodiac signs and the houses. It's very simple. People complicate very simple things. Look at your planets as your soul. Okay, you got a planet like, let's say the planet is Mercury. Before we get into the download talking about passports, I just wanted to give this an analogy right here so that you can take it and always understand astrology really good. Once you understand the planets and their characteristics, because each planet has a characteristic, okay? It's an expression of, you know, life on a different frequency. So the planets for Mercury, your moon, your Venus, your Saturn, your Mars, all of these are, well, you consider that your soul, okay? That's your soul. But you want to learn your planets, your signs. You got 9 planets, 12 signs, 12 houses, right? And you got, boom. Learn the planets, learn the signs, learn the houses. Each of them have characteristics. The 12 signs got characteristics. Each of them have characteristics. So let's just say that this sign right here is Virgo. Okay? And then let's have this be Mercury in the, oh man. Let's just say it's in the house of, let's just say it's in, and also with your houses, I wanted to say this. Your first house represents Aries. First house represents Aries, we're the first house. Okay, you got 12 clocks around a circle. So the first house represents Aries. Second house represents what comes after Aries? Taurus. Third house represents Gemini. Fourth house represents what? Cancer. Fifth house represents Leo. Sixth house represents Virgo. Seventh house represents Libra. Eighth house represents Scorpio. Ninth house represents Sagittarius. 10th house represents Capricorn. 11th house represents Aquarius. 12th house represents Pisces. So this is a very this is how you understand the houses, okay? Very simple. So let's say the house is in the first house, which represents what?
Aries.
I just want to wrap y'all up around this before we get into the passport download. So let's look at the planet. The planet is like a soul. This is the celestial body. This is like a soul. It's like your soul, right? Your soul has a spirit. The spirit is the energy that the soul brings. Okay? Your soul, your spirit is the energy that permeates the soul. So when someone gives you I'm going to give you a piece of my mind, homie. I'm me. I'm not going to give you all of me. I'm going to give you a piece of my mind. That's a spirit. So when you feel my energy, you feel my spirit. My being is my soul. My whole being is my soul. I give you a piece of my soul, which gives you a piece of my soul, which is a what? Spirit. That's my energy. That's the energy that represents my soul. The energy that represents your soul is called what? Spirit. Hello? Spirit.
Spirit.
The energy that represents your soul is called what?
Spirit.
Sound off like y'all know what's going on, man. Come on, Carbon Nation. The energy that represents the spirit of your, the energy that represents your soul is called what?
Spirit.
felt y'all spirit. I felt the spirit. I felt the spirit. I felt that. They ain't give me no low spirit. See, when somebody's expressing their soul, they express it, and what represents their soul is their energy. The energy of that soul is the representation of the soul, which is called spirit. Spirit means energy, okay? This is the energy, it's the representative of the soul, because the soul is that right here. And the spirit is representing what this planet is in at the time. Okay? So at the time of the zodiac, the soul is going through a certain kind of energy. It's embodying this energy. They're embodying the energy of Virgo. It's in the field of Virgo, okay? And the degrees of Virgo. So this planet is going through what is called Virgo. And in Virgo, it now becomes the soul of Virgo and now gives off the energy of Virgo. So if the moon is in Virgo, then the moon is possessed with the soul of Virgo and has the energy that permits the energy, which represents what? The soul. The spirit represents the soul, and this is the energy that permeates from the soul and represents the soul. So you just gonna get a piece of it. When you see somebody walking away and you've been talking to them and you involved with them, you're like, yo, that person got some real good energy. They didn't even have to talk, but it's just, that is a representation of their soul. Okay, that energy. It could be a mad energy. They could be somebody that's mad, sad, happy, all of that could be in them, but at the time you pulled out some happiness. But that's just a representative of the soul. Now that we understand that, very simple. Soul, spirit, always know that. What your soul is. Okay? Soul is all of what you are. Okay? Your spirit is representing what you are. It's the energy of the soul. It's a representative of the soul. I'm going to give you a piece of my mind. I'm going to give that person a piece of my mind. And we all are spiritual beings, because why? We take pieces of our soul and we're going back and forth and bouncing these energies off each other. We have what? Motions from these spirits. We have motions. We feel these spirits. We feel the energy of someone else, what they said. I hate you. I love you. Oh. Right? Oh. She said she loved me. Oh, you feel it. It's the spirits. You have vibrations. Vibration. You? Now the body represents the avatar, the housing that this soul is in. That is the house. That is the house. You have a soul. Soul represents, I'm sorry, I didn't put this here. Mind. That is the mind. Then you have the essence of that mind put inside a being, an avatar, which this actually gives it the avatar. You know what I'm saying? But we'll represent the house as the housing. This is a very important thing to understand when you understand astrology. If you understand this concept, you could become an astrologist, because once you understand it to the T, then you can explain it to the T. My Mercury is in Taurus / Gemini, so I understand things. It takes me a while. I have to really dig down and get the details of everything before I make a decision, because of the fact that I want to understand things from the molecules, so that when I do speak about it, I can teach it in a way that's so simple, because I understand it so simple. I live by a creed. One of the creeds I live by is something that Albert Einstein said. If you cannot explain it simply, then you do not understand it well enough. You hear people when they talking all this complicated shit. If you can't explain it simply, then you do not understand it well enough. So, with that being said, when you have like a planet, say if your planet, which is Mercury, is in Virgo. I got Mercury in Virgo in the first house, which is Aries, right? First house, Aries. What does this mean? It means that Mercury, which is the soul or the mind of that planet at that time, depending on its position, right, was in Virgo. So that is the essence in the spirit that it took on, right? And you put this essence inside, right? We're just going to draw like a planet right here. That is not Virgo, guys. This is Scorpio. This is not, you know what? Let's just say Scorpio. Because that is, I don't want no confusion. I don't want no problems. So we have Scorpio. Now you put that inside the house. So we must blend Mercury has an energy of its own. right? It happens to blend that energy with Scorpio. Mercury is in Scorpio. What does Mercury represent? And that's what you have to find out. Okay, Mercury represents how well we articulate ourselves, how we bring in and process. Mercury represents your brain. Mercury represents how you process things. See, your heart, you can have a good intent, but if you don't know how to articulate that, then you'll be misunderstood. So your Mercury is so important because it's how you articulate your intent. Remember that. Mercury is like the brain. That's what your brain is. It's connected to your heart. Your heart, you might have good intent. But then once it gets to your Mercury now computes it and perceives it the wrong way. Because Mercury is in a water sign. And Mercury doesn't want to be in the water sign. Where does Mercury want to be? My professors.
Air.
Earth and air.
What was that?
Air.
What?
Gemini, Virgo.
Earth and air, earth and air, earth and air. So Mercury likes to be, and let's change the game up a little. Mercury is exalted in Virgo. And why is it exalted in Virgo? Because Virgo represents what? Practicality, computerized, perfectionist. It represents getting things factual, analyzing, getting things facts. It doesn't care about nothing but analyzing, getting it perfected. And so that's what Mercury wants to do. Mercury wants to process the information that it got. It doesn't care about feelings. It doesn't want to get into Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer because of the fact that it becomes debilitated there because it doesn't want to feel. It's not a planet that wants to feel. Mercury don't give a fuck about your feelings. Mercury wants to get the information calculated and get into the motherfucking moving, okay? It don't want to be in Scorpio where it has to feel deep. Now it's forced to feel these feelings, and it's like trying to compute the feelings. And then people with Mercury and Scorpio don't know how to express their heart because soon as something comes to them, they react from their emotions. And so when we act to our emotions, more than likely, what happens? We're reacting from the wrong thing. So Scorpio or Cancer or Pisces are places where Mercury does not like to be. Okay, so if you put that Mercury, which is in Scorpio, first of all, it doesn't want to feel that deep. It's more better in all the three water signs. It's more better in Scorpio than Pisces and Cancer. Okay, because with Scorpio, at least it's a fixed sign. It's a fixed water sign, so it will dive deep for information. And so Mercury might like that. Mercury like, okay, cool, we're Scorpio. We're gonna go find all the information. But Mercury doesn't want to do all of that. Mercury's like, listen, I just want to collect what you said for your heart. It's information from Venus. That Venus, Jupiter, and the Moon sent me this information. I want to take this information, process it, analyze it, make sure it's correct, and put it out. I don't want to be getting all into the emotions. You know, like you a dude and your chick want to talk about all the emotional things, and you trying to get shit done, and you like, yo, really right now? You want to get emotional? We really need to be doing this. This is how it is with Mercury. Mercury like, yo, we gotta focus on what's going on. I can't talk about that right now. That's crazy. That we don't need to talk about that. That's the energy of Scorpio or Pisces or Cancer. It wants to worry about the emotions of it. It wants to worry about the feelings. And when Mercury's like, yo, dude. What's the facts? What's going on? Like, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Oh, baby, cause she was gonna. This is Scorpio. Oh my God. Mercury's like this. Can I get the information? Can I know what's going on? Oh my God, I can't deal with this. Come on, give me the information. When it comes to Virgo comes up like this. Yo, my nigga, listen, this is what we need to do. They shot the nigga into the hospital, stitch it up, and one thing. Mercury's like, that's what's up, that's good. I just handle problems. Boom, it's want to snap out like that. But see, when it comes to Scorpio, these people have clouded processing units. Their brain don't process things very well. So what happens is when light comes in, they don't have the capacity for much light. So if you put a lot of light or a lot of information that, you see, we got thoughts, you got emotion, you got motion, and these thoughts become motion. So these people need very calm places. They have to learn things very calm, maybe through music, or they have to process things in a very calm place where they can have one emotion at a time, very focused place. These people need focus. You have to talk to them softly. These are the kind of people where you got to be like, yo, you got to find an artistic way, because when Mercury comes in water, you start, if everything gets chaotic, these people can't process it and stay calm. They can't. They're going to get crazy. Now, If you put that in the house of Aries, now you know house means the body. The body is like, okay, you a woman, you pumping estrogen, right? And the man, Aries would be a man full of testosterone, right? Now, Aries, the first house, is not only a man, but it's an impulsive warrior. Aries don't want to talk. It wants to do. It's not here to talk. Aries is here for sharp, accuracy. Whatever you tell Aries to do, it's like, let's go. Fuck what you talking about. Let's do it. That's what Aries wants to do, right? So you got Mercury that wants to process everything and think about it and da-da-da. Then you got this emotional Scorpio that comes up, da-da-da-da. Oh my God. So now, guess what? When you put that energy of Mercury, when Mercury is like, what? Wait, where? You put that in Scorpio, then you put that in the house of Aries that's not trying to think. It's not trying to hear. It's not trying to think. And now Scorpio and Aries just takes on this energy. So this being, this house, is not a good house, right? Because this house is it's going to act out. This house is going to act out in a crazy ass way. Why? Because Scorpio's intense as fucking Aries is about that life. So once they get emotional, these motherfuckers fly off the fucking edge quick as hell. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, Aries is it's the body. Aries is like your testosterone, right? You're a male, so you're in male form. Why is your energy, you might have the same zodiac as a female, but why is your energy different? Because the energy is in a different body. It's in a different body, and that body is pumping another energy that affects this astrological energy called testosterone. Testosterone, estrogen. You're pumping more testosterone and she's pumping estrogen. So yes, the energies are affected by our physical body, which is our house. So these energies are affected by Aries, which makes it even more impulsive. Remember, Scorpio can't control itself, comes in the house of Aries, and Aries ain't trying to control, she's just trying to act. So now you acting out of your emotions. This is what the recipe is. There's actions from emotions. And luckily, if you're very lucky, because this is how it works. Your Venus is where everything comes in. Venus, Jupiter, and the moon are connected to feminine energy. Let's say that they're connected to a feminine portal. They all come in through the feminine portal. Now, you have Mercury, Mars, and Saturn connected to a masculine energy. This make God. So these are different forms of feminine celestial bodies. They represent femininity in different forms. Jupiter, Venus, and the moon, right? They all work in cahoots with each other. So they're talking to each other and communicating with each other to come up with a decision to send to Mercury. Mercury sends that shit to Mars. Mars is what you have. Mars is where you do want Aries at. That's where you want Aries at. That's where you want Leo. That's where you want Sagittarius. Because this is where you want action. This is where Mars represents passion, drive, and ambition. Let's get it done. When you send a message to Mars, when Mercury sends it, Mercury processes it. All right, fucking nigga up. Mars is like, let's go. Let's do it. Puts it into action. Make your body, make the house move. Now the house moving. Here we have impulsive motherfucker, emotional impulsive motherfucker. The Scorpio is an impulsive. Now the only thing that might help this Mercury is because once it gets all these emotions and get the sign, you can have a good intent. This person can have a good ass intent. As soon as Mercury come to Mercury, Mercury filters it. This is the filter through Scorpio and Aries. That's the energy's filter. So this is a very dangerous motherfucker right here. If you are at Mercury in that first house, you're a crazy motherfucker. And the only thing that can help you is if you're Mars, which is a planet of passion, it's a planet of movement, it is a planet of sex, it is a planet of war, it is a planet of action. Okay? And when it's time, you get the thought. When you make a thought, your actions tell you what you're thinking. If somebody's doing something, that tells them what they're thinking. So Mars represents the derivative of what Mercury had processed. So you have to understand, when we look at people's feelings and people actions, that's their Mars. But that's only a derivative of what Mercury told them and processed that they should do. So they made the decision through Mercury. Then Mercury sent it to Mars. And Mars said, let me tell you something. If Mars go like this, check it out. Say if your Mars is in Libra. Say if the planet Mars right? The planet Mars is in Libra. What is Libra sign? I forget. The scales, right? Whatever, right? Say they send it to Libra. This is where you might be lucky with the Mercury and Scorpio Aries, because Libra is going to send that, is going to filter it. That impulsive decision you make, before you make an action, it goes to Mars. Mars is going to make an action. But if Mars is in a planet where it's going to balance things out and be like, wait, slow down. What? Wait a minute. Then it'll send it back up to Mercury and filter it back, and it'll go back and forth, and make it stagnant. So this person might not act out their fucking emotions. They might just cry, like, ooh. You know, this person might not just be like the motherfucker that it wants to be, and they want to act out. And let's say it's in a Capricorn house, 10th house, right? Let's say it's in the 10th house. That's Capricorn. Capricorn like, yo, slow down. With the facts. Relax. So Mars is not going to just take action because it's not in a place like Aries or Sagittarius. But if this was in the 9th house, yo, and this was in Aries, oh wow, this person right here, if this is a guy, if this is a man, he's in jail right now. This dude is in jail. He can't control his emotions. When he get mad, everything go out the window. It doesn't matter. He get drunk, because liquor opens the Kundalini, and so energy flows and light comes through at a high frequency. So when liquor comes in this person, or this person is on high on something that speeds the energy up within their Kundalini, this person could do some stupid fucking shit out of emotions. These people are emotional beings, and once they get emotional, they do stupid shit. They're not thinking, they're just acting. You know, but if it's in a planet that will allow things to slow down in Mars, then they good. You know what I'm saying? Because Mars will rethink it and be like, wait a minute, hold the fuck on. Rethink it. So this is a really good way. Remember, the planet is the mind. That's the soul. You know? And then you have the sign, which is the spirit, which represents the soul, which represents the mind. You have the energy of the mind. Okay? And then you embody that in the house. So if you understand all of these and all the characteristics of each one, then it's just simple understanding how characteristics will mix with each other and how they're compatible with each other. And once you understand that, you become an astrologist. It's very, very simple, but we must study astrology and become artists like this. Okay? Now, I just wanted to get that clear out of there, and I thought that was really cool that I talk about that. Now let's talk about passports. Why is passports a very important subject? Well, I wanted to say this. That's what I want to say. I've been doing this for a year and a half, 2 years. Okay? I want to let you know that I represent, and what I represent is freedom for melanated people coming out of America. Okay? Nowhere have you ever seen in your life what we're doing here in Carbonation anywhere else. I set out from the very beginning to be someone that was the change. In the process of that, I made an organization, a business. This is business, okay? And I want you to know we're family, and it's been a business. In the first year of our business, we had worked out of a lot of kinks. As people were talking, I was out here doing. I traveled the world. I was out in the jungle. I was seeing what we need to do. I already know what to do because I lived it. Melanation, all of the people that you've seen came were like employees. This is a business. This is what this is. This is a great attempt for our freedom. And no matter what anybody says about Nature Boy or Tehuti, Father Tehuti now, we're trying. Carbonation, we are the beings that came to bring change and attempting to make change. What you didn't know, what none of you knew, is that while we was in Costa Rica, we had plans to farm. We were planning to farm. We were planning to build from nature, but we needed to have a base. When you come to a foreign country, it was a whole bunch of things that you don't know. It was Spanish that hit us. It was a whole bunch of things that hit us that I found out by going and being out there. It's just little things that you don't know, like customs and passports and all kind of things that you don't understand. You were sitting in your living room, maybe watching. but I figured out the kinks of how we can be free. I seen the background of what Gaddafi was talking about. I was there. We was trapped in customs. They could have sold us off as slaves. And I think they might have if I didn't go live on my Facebook page. People don't understand that we're a family. Okay, we're a business. This is an organization. And with any organization, the first year of business is what? The hardest. We know this. That's just the first year of the business is like where everybody's making all the mistakes, working out all the kinks, you know, going out. But Nature Boy's been the only person that you know that has went out here and really worked out the kinks to what we're gonna need to be free. Other than King Noble, because he's active, other than the brother, shout out to the brother Yada, because he's attempting to do something. Whether we wrong or right, we're doing something. You know, what are these people doing? What are we doing? Who has put their life on the line for the people? We sit around and talk and do this, but who has really put their life on the line to go outside the comfort zones? To really see what's out there, to really try to help and say, you know what, we need to organize this. What we're doing here at Carbonation is showing you how black people coming from our background, out of our history, out of our past, is supposed to live on this planet. I don't see anybody else trying to do it but my brother King Noble and my brother and our community and the brother Yada. Yada at least bought land. That man went to Ecuador. He bought land, man. No matter what we want to say about Yada and what he might be, his shortcomings, the brother is trying. If you can't see him trying and all these people hating on him, man. King Noble, this man live off grid. He's doing something. We're sitting around talking. This is reality here. So, first year, Melanation, we had many employees that came along that didn't understand what was going on. It wasn't on the frequency. We worked out the kinks. This time around, it's our second year around. It's going to get more cleaner. It's going to be more precise. And we're doing it for our people that come from America, from the Northern Hemisphere. We don't know if yes, we have a blueprint. Yes, we have knowledge and wisdom for everybody across all of the world to use as a platform so they can understand to join our nation, to live like us. We want to put this out. But I want you to understand one thing right now. We are the human sacrifice. We are out here. We have used technology and used all the things and everything that I could. All of this I used to ensure that you could get the message. You're like, what you did with $300,000. You wouldn't even understand what I did to get this message to you. You wouldn't know what I went through to get this information to you. You don't know what I sacrificed and paid out of my own pocket to get this information. You don't know what Yada's doing behind the scene to help his people. And we forgive those that hate on and critique us and laugh at us, that we put our life on the line. You laugh. We forgive you. You know why? Because we know you sick. You don't understand. We have compassion for you. It's sad. Let me tell you something. Black people, melanated, carbonated people, hate carbonated people. Quote that. Black people. This is one thing that I learned on my journey. We hate ourselves, yo. We hate our motherfucking self. I want to say this for Marcus Garvey. I want to say this for Malcolm X. If they never got to tell you, if Martin Luther King never got to tell you, behind the scenes, the hate that we have for ourselves is our worst enemy. If we could get over that, we could get over the rest of this shit. I swear to God. It's the hardest thing that I have been fighting is my own people. And the world treats us the way they treat us because we show them that we are allowed to do it. But look how we treat ourselves. And enough of this, it's been installed in us. No! We all know right from wrong. The worst enemy we have is ourselves, man. but I never give up on you. I will never, ever give up on you. Ever. Even if you don't love yourself, and even if you destroy everything I'm trying to do, I will never give up. Because I love myself. I love myself, and I know that you just don't know any better. You sick. But I won't stop. I won't stop because I love you. Even when you don't love yourself, I care about you. Even when you don't care about yourself, I will bear the cross. You can beat me up. I won't beat you up back. I won't attack you back. And here I am, beat me up. I want you to know I love you. Because you don't love yourself. I love you for you. And one thing I know, I've been through everything a black man could ever go through in life. I come from that. I'm the epitome of what a black man is. And I've raised above all of it. I mean all of it. And I raised above it, and I gained the knowledge and wisdom I got to give it to you. People want to say, you know what? We can't hate, brother. We can't hate. You can't hate and you against hate? Okay, well, I'm going to send you somebody that hates you. You going to hate them back? You can't. Because you said that we shouldn't hate. So if I say we shouldn't hate, that means even if you hate me, I have to love you. Because hate cannot put out hate. And darkness cannot put out darkness. I must continue to love you. Because you're not knowing what you're doing. You guys hurt me so bad. You have no idea how bad you've hurt me. The things you said about me and the things you did to hurt me, when my intent has only been to show us what we can be. And give the truth to us, for us to use it all in our personal lives to change us and evolve us into what we need to be. But like I said, it's a business. And y'all just was through the first year, man. We done worked out all the kinks now, baby. We getting greater for you. We won't stop. We not gonna stop. I don't give a fuck if it's 12 people with me. I love myself. What are you doing? What are you doing to make humanity greater? Is exposing me making your life any better? Well, it gives you an ego. But is that what you really want to do with your life? Listen, man. Passports is what's important. We got to understand this, man. We in the second year. We done got all the kinks and the devils out of our circle, the squares out of our circle. Everybody in my camp is loyal now. It's tight. I know that these people around me gonna ride with me to the end. I ain't got no weak, feeble-minded, fickle-minded people around me, and I feel stronger than ever. I feel good. I done weeded out the weaks for my people, because my team and foundation are here to be the public example of what, you know what I've been trying to do the whole time for y'all? With polygamy, with all these wives, I bet y'all think I'm a freak, booty ass nigga. I think you must think I'm a freak nigga. I just want to have a whole bunch of wives and be the man, huh? No, I'm trying to show us that polygamy was our way. We done lost our spirituality. We lost our minds. We talk about shit but don't do shit. I'm trying to do the things that you only dream about. I'm trying to show you how great we are. And in the process of that, I've been dealing with sick people that can't come out of their sickness, their abomination. And so guess what? I had women that couldn't understand that we need to be polygamous and show the world a beautiful thing. So I put them on a pedestal and I showed the world how beautiful black women could be in the jungle. How beautiful the black men could be in the jungle naked. Where we supposed to be. I wanted people to see that. I wanted you to see it. I wanted it to become a trend. I wanted you to know how beautiful you was. Without no weave, no makeup, in the jungle, butt naked. That's the only thing I ever depicted. I used the wrong people to do the right thing. Hello? But I said, it's the first year of the business, baby. We're an organization. And don't be afraid because we organize and we live by morals and principles. Just know that you have to be organized. Anything that's functioning is organized and it's controlled. It has to be controlled. If you go into Wendy's, Wendy's don't run shit the way McDonald's do. So if you was working at McDonald's and you go to Wendy's, Wendy's gonna be like, okay, this ain't McDonald's. They run things at a machine, and when you come, you can say this. Oh, they're controlling at Wendy's. Oh my God. No, they have rules and regulations, and you have to live by them. And if you had just did a little research about Wendy's before you joined Wendy's, maybe you would know more. If you look at what I'm doing, what my intent, what I'm doing for the people, what I'm showing you is that you're not supposed to be in Africa. You're not supposed to be in New York. You're not supposed to be in these cities. You're not supposed to be in all these concrete jungles that are cancer cells upon this planet. Only thing that I've ever taught you was the divine truth of what we need to all come to. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not. Long as I got air in these lungs and I'm breathing and my family love me, I love myself. And in the end, you're going to see. Yo, the brother was trying to help us, man. And we was criticizing the nigga when he was on the bus willing to die for us. We was stoning the nigga when he stood up in the face of the enemy, our enemy. He surpassed us. He never fought us. He never fought us. He went straight to the enemy. And the enemy was right there. Here I am at customs, finding out for us that as a black man, the whole world is scared of you. No, literally. The whole world is scared of you. And I've come back out of that experience to tell you hand by hand what you need to do as far as passing these ports. I'm telling you, right now in this download, melanated, carbonated people, listen to me, especially carbonated men. You are public enemy number one. Be very careful where you travel if you're all natural and you carbonation. If you're part of carbonation, if you're part of melanation, be very aware where you travel at. I'm telling you, reflection, listen to me very clearly. Now, if you on your European shit, then they might not bother you. But if you being all natural, you are public enemy number one. You are the immune system of the planet, and they can smell you from a mile away. You actually stink to them. We stink to them. Your vibration is so high that they're on another vibration so much that if you're not on that vibration, you literally stink to these people. When you leave this world, you're going to vibrate so high that these people, when they see you, everywhere we went to Costa Rica, I want to tell you something, reflection. What I was planning to do. This is what I was planning to do in Costa Rica. I haven't told anybody. My squad know. My closest, my day ones. And I want you to think about something. If I was the person that people are saying I was, how come there's still people in my camp? How come my day one homies is still with me? Why is they sitting here being loyal, riding with me? That's a question I want to put out there. Let me say this again. What we was doing, Phoenix Rising was supposed to be our farmer. He was doing the farming. But he'll tell you, we came there during the rain season. And the rain season lasted for 6 whole months where we was at. It was 6 months of rain. Do you understand? We could not even farm the way we wanted to farm because it was 6 months of rain, yo. 6 months. Could you believe it? I'm sorry, 8 months. Not 6, 8. Not like, it's 8 months of rain. So you cannot even farm like that where we was at in the mountains. It was very difficult for us. So we ran into a lot of obstacles trying to go off grid, literally. What our goal is to completely live off grid. Okay, so we already, and this is what we're gonna do anyway. Keep watching. You're gonna see us when we building our houses out of the ground. We building it from the earth. We're building it from the earth. We're building it from the earth. We know how to, me and my squad know how to, I could build from the earth with my hands, bro. I could farm myself. I already know how to farm. He said we got him, he knew how to farm. He said he was gonna farm, and we fell off. Fine. That's that. That's our business. Whatever happened between us personally, that's our business. Fine. So, at the end of the day, in the process of that, we made sure that we had music to make music for the nation. Had got the studio. Then we made sure that we had transportation. Everybody had everything they need to communicate. Because remember, these artificial intelligence, it was plenty of computers and stuff like that. Because we was always sending out the message to the people. How else do we get the message out but on the internet? I spent so much money getting this message to you. Most of my money went to making sure that you guys got the message because I was paying everybody's minutes. I was paying everybody's minutes. I made sure that the whole squad had minutes so they can go live and put out the broadcast. To tell everybody, look, you need to move to the tropics. I was paying for the whole thing. It's very expensive there because they don't have internet. They just have minutes. And we just kept buying minutes. We make sure they put the message. That was the most important thing to me. My most important thing to do with that money was to get the message to you. I did not care about luxuries and all this stuff. I cared about getting the message to you. I do not care about that stuff. That's why when it was time to leave, I ain't even look back at this stuff. It don't matter to me. I get it all back. My main thing was to get the message to you. You need sunlight. You know, I said, and I did a video about Dr. Sebi. I said, listen, man, Dr. Sebi telling y'all to sell y'all these herbs and stuff like that. But the herbs are traveling away from the tropics. They're born in the tropics. You pull in more light than the herb, than the plant. Melanin or carbon absorbs more light, 1,000 times more light than chlorophyll. Carbon, or melanin, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to say it again. It absorbs 1,000 more times light than the plant does. So you trying to get healing from a plant, it doesn't work like that. If you go get sunlight like the plant gets sunlight, you will vibrate higher than the plant and you will be healed from the sun. And I was trying to tell you to go between the tropical Cancer and the tropical Capricorn, and I ain't going to stop telling you this. The message should have been not to sell you a product that came from Honduras. The message should be move to Honduras. That should not be you should not be able to be in the sickness that you in and be like, oh, let's heal the symptoms. That's what you did. You just healed the symptoms. And I don't want to heal the symptoms because you'll be fine and go, Dr. Sebi healed me. Yeah, but motherfucker, you got sick again. Dr. Sebi healed Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson died sick. Because he healed the symptoms. He didn't heal the mind. We have to heal the mind. Oh, he healed your symptoms. That's what the herb does. It assists in healing your symptoms. It does not heal you. Your mind heals you. And you have to connect to your mind, which is nature. And that's what I was saying. I was never hating on Dr. Sebi. I was saying that he shouldn't be selling the product to you guys. That he should be telling you to move to Honduras. Instead of charging all this money to stay in his village, he should be moving people into the village. That's what I did. I let people come stay with me. But maybe he was smart. Maybe Dr. Sebi was smarter than me. You know? Because I try to help people. No. They come, they turn on me. I give people knowledge of self and wisdom, they turn on you. I give people all that I had, money. I open my home to people for free. For free. When I had no more, I said, listen, man, you got to bring something. Whatever you bring, you got to put in a pot, man. You can't just come take from me. I ain't going to have no more to even give nobody else. So everybody, after a while, after I ran out of money, I said, listen, whatever you got to put in the pot. Don't that make sense? That's all I asked. We all eat together. If you got money, we got money. We're a family now. We're a tribe now. We're not going to give up. So if you have money, come bring it. Yes, cool. That's put in the pot. I'll make a residual income. And all of my residual income I have given to everybody here as a family. I've given all that I have to everybody that's ever came here. With knowledge and wisdom of self. But what I realized in my journey is that black people, melanated people, carbonated people hate themselves. And only way I can heal the hate is by separating myself from hateful people now, only allowing those that have knowledge of self around me, and then putting out the information to my people of knowledge of self. That's all I could do. I could just give you the information and you got to go do it on your own. I can't be around people no more. I can't accept people around in my camp no more unless I put them through hella test. And thanks to all the haters, anybody that actually comes through the hate is actually pure at heart. If you could make it through all that hate, then nigga, you belong here. If you could make it through all the rumors, then maybe you belong here. Turn the other one on too. If you could make it through all the hate, maybe you belong here. But I want everybody to know that your passport is your skin. Listen to me. Your passport is your skin. Let me see if this helps. Your passport is your skin. You see what I'm saying? Your passport is your skin. And if you have brown skin, you are not allowed everywhere. Even though you can go there, doesn't mean that you're allowed there. When we was in Costa Rica, the whole time, we were being scrutinized. Every day we got pulled over by the local police. Asked if we're smoking weed. Because we sticked out like sore thumbs because our hair, because we were black. We got pulled over all the time. You see what I'm saying to you? And we were treated like isolated people. So this is why the universe took us out of there. Mama took me out of there. Father Tehuti took me out of there. He said, come out of there. How else was you going to get me to get out of there to go to a place where I'm going now? Where melanated people, we can blend in. We can never blend in there. And the places where you can blend in that is such poverty stricken with ignorance that you wouldn't want to even live there anyway. That's what we were trying to do. We were attempting to live amongst people that lived like us before we got locked up. But it happened for a reason. It all happened for a reason. It was all in divine timing. And like I said, melanation or nature boy, whatever we called ourselves, didn't matter. It was the energy behind it. We were willing to die. And I wanted everybody to show, listen to me, because I want to tell you something. People that come to me have been my students. They haven't known what to do. And I have told them what to do. Listen to me. I have guided them to be loyal to me in face of the public. I have guided them when they were at their most scariest to be brave. I said, be brave. Do not let the world see that we are scared. Do not let them see this. I've inspired them to be loyal and show good honor and principle and morals. Yes. I have inspired to control the people's minds around me to be loyal. To be loyal. Don't let the world see us fighting. Don't go talking about me and he said, she said. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is not about you personally. This is about black people seeing that we could be great. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's bigger than you. But certain people got such big egos, they just had to make it about them. Nothing I do is about me. Everything I do is about us and what we must become. I'm just trying to help, man. I seen what was wrong from the beginning and I just tried to be the change. Make the change, man. So the young boys that come to me, people all over the world came to me with their weakness, and all I've done is show them their astrology. I showed them how their mind works. And you know one thing about nature? All of the people that want to go live in harmony in nature think you can take my information and just go live on your own. It's spooky. You need a guide. Because you're like babies. You're like babies. Right? When we first come into spirituality and understanding knowledge of self, we're like babies. We're just walking into a world we know nothing about. Okay, we're getting information here. We're walking in a world we know nothing about. So what do you need? You need a guide. You need a guardian. Someone that can guide you into your greater self. Because even then, your thinking may lead you astray. The way your mind works and the way light refracts in your mind may lead you astray. Because when you're taking a narrow path, I'm telling you, you're taking a very scary path and very few can stay on it. That's why it's the narrow path. So you need guidance. Not many people stay around me and they all leave because the path is narrow. That's why. It's not going to be many to make it. You think the whole world's going to be saved? No. It's only for the chosen, and I said that from the very beginning. But us here at Carbonation, all I'm trying to do here is to pick to the world how beautiful we are. Look at my Instagram. Look at my Facebook. I made the woman take off their bras and be in nature. Be comfortable, man. You don't got to wear no bra here. You don't got to have no restrictions on your soul. Here, we'll go live. Put the lilies over your nipples. Let's make a statement to the world. But some people see me and they hated me for that. My rising is in Scorpio, so I come off powerful. I come off powerful, I come off intense. I could become off very scary. So it's easy to depict me as a demon because why? Black men have been demonized from the very beginning. It's so easy. I'm such an easy target. So of course people gonna hate me, man. I'm public enemy number one as it is. It's so easy to hate me. Come on, look at me. Look at my past. I've been through everything all of you went through, from drugs, sex, all this shit, man. I had to be a prophet. How the hell can I be your prophet if I never been through all the things that y'all been through? If I never ate like you? If I never did the things you've done? If I never felt this? How can I teach you about sexuality if I never went through it all? How can I teach you about the street and come and talk to you from that street if I never been part of the street? I was born in the slums. I came through the slums to raise the consciousness of the slums up. I come for a certain people. I'm talking to a certain people. How else can a prophet be a prophet if it never been a part of the people that it comes to save? How can he be a savior if it never went through the pain and suffering and felt the homelessness and felt the struggle and poverty of the people? How can he help them raise them up from that if he's not raised up from that? I've been raised up from it, came through it, raised way above the consciousness to bring everything back up to where it belongs in harmony with nature. But I'm being judged by my past. But we got pastors out here that got past that run big old churches. Am I not allowed to raise my awareness and become greater? Am I not allowed to make mistakes? Am I not allowed to show you my growth? Am I not allowed to evolve and update? Am I not allowed to show you the growth that I'm showing you? Yo, my people, listen to me. Don't be afraid of me. I'm here. I'm here for you to talk to. I'm easy to contact. You could talk to me. You ain't got to hate on me. We need to be together. And as though I'm saying this, although I'm saying all this, we'll never pass those ports. We'll never pass those portals. We'll never pass the portals or the kundalinis or the kundalinis. These are the real passports. I was going to talk about what was on the board today, but this is happening. I'm going to let it happen. Us at Melanation, we a family, man. We a royal family. And I want to carry myself like that because I want the world to see that an African American can come out and not have to be a drug dealer or a sex star or none of that stuff, man. We can actually raise above all of that shit. I ain't got to be no fucking rapper or no entertainer. I got something else we can be. And I'm going to show the world, and I'm proud. I'm going to show the world how beautiful I am and how we not monogamous, because monogamy is what? That's based in slavery. Your last name is a slave name. We knew that we was kings. We knew that we was gods. We knew that we were goddess. And we built family Big families. And our families wasn't based on no one mother, one father. We had fathers or village. And we're going to come back to that. And I want to show us people how we can do that coming from where we come from. Not some shit that's already happening on the East. Somebody from the West got to show the West how to do it right. And I intend to keep doing that. No matter what they do to shut me down and hate me, I'm going to keep doing it. I want everybody to see how beautiful the black woman is natural. I want everybody to see us in a successful polygamous relationship, coming out of the abomination thinking that monogamy is normal, when it's clearly showing not to work. I want to show the world another thing. I want to make it a trend. I'm tired of talking about it. I could talk to you to death. I want to show you. And that's what I depicted when you seen two women together with me with polygamy. I depicted that to show you, look what we could do. Look what we could do. I wanted to inspire you. I was never flossing on y'all. I'm back here with you again. I'm down in the gutter with you again. I'm in the box with you again. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it all again. And all the people that hated me, I love you. Because I know you didn't know no better. I forgive you the mercy and understanding because I already know you ain't know no better. You crucified me and I rose. I'm going to continue to rise because I love you and I'm here for you. And until you see that, I will never stop. I will continue to rise out of the abyss of everything that you burned me into. I'm going to rise like the phoenix and I'm going to come back and say, I love you still. I'll never give up on you. I'll never give up. I'll never give up on you. We're going to make hella babies. Our tribe is going to grow hella big. We're going to be hella organized and hella structured. Second year in business. Second year, this is an organization. This is a religion. This is a cult. This is a culture that's been here from the very beginning. It's our mind that we lost. We must get back to it. We must get back to my eye. We must get back to the principles. We must get back to the knowledge and wisdom of self. And so therefore, I'll never stop. I want to show you all the beautiful children running around. So very much, listen. Melanated people, go to Belize. Listen to me. Go to Belize. I'm not saying to go live in Belize and be with the Belizeans. I'm saying Belize is a ducked off hideout spot. Move to Belize. Because you can fit in there. You don't move to these other countries. Belize is a good country. You can live off grid there. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, it's rough, man. Taking a narrow path is rough, man. People hated me for no reason, man. People that hate me, put me down for no reason, hurt my feelings, man. I had to stand up and be strong, bro. All by myself sometimes. Nobody was there, I had to. You got it? I want you to understand one thing, bro. When we was on that bus, we realized, when we was in customs, we realized one thing. These people cut our hair off. They sprayed us down with alcohol. Like slaves, literally. We got to feel it. We was there in a cell where people from Africa, fucking all over the world, it was Africans just stuck there. The Africans and the refugees just stuck at the border of Costa Rica. They don't tell you about. It's not on the news. We seen it. We was there. Whole bunch of black kids and children just sitting at the border trying to make it out the border. Being treated like shit. And I'm telling you, listen to me. My people that come from where I come from. Don't be thinking, oh, I'm just going to be flying everywhere there. I'm talking about my people. You got to move diligently. You got to be smart. You got to move smart. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. Your passport is not a piece of paper. That piece of paper is cool, but your passport is your skin color. Do not move I'm telling you to move to Belize. I'm just telling you that right now. If you got family in the islands, move to the islands. Move away from the city. Make sure that it's okay to be black where you at. And move away, far away from these people. They're sick. They're sick. They hate themselves, so they're sick. You can't be around these people. You can't be friends with them. If you could be an associate, fine, be an associate with some of them. But even then, be very careful dealing with self-hate when people don't know who they are. People that don't know that they're God, please stay far away from people that don't know that they're the creator. If people don't know that they're gods and they're goddess, like literally walking gods and goddess, they're not at that recognizing that they're God. They're not at that recognizing like, oh, I know that I am. I realize that I am, you know? And then they want to honor their creation. If they're not there, these people are going to be sick toward themselves. Most of the world looks very beautiful and very pretty, and they make themselves their illusions. Like, let me tell you, the world's a fucking illusion. It's all artificial. Let me tell you something, it's all fake. Listen. Belize. You know, move there. We're leaving. Move. Don't fear the government. Don't fear the government. The government, we're not even on their radar. Listen to me. We're not even on the... Did you hear me? The government don't really give a fuck about Nature Boy or Tehuti or anything that we're doing. This is what I figured out. They don't care. The government don't care. Yo, I'm like, the government don't care. You know who your fucking enemy is? Black people. That's your motherfucking enemy. Don't tell your family what you're doing, nigga. Don't worry about the government. Don't tell your family what you're doing. That's your enemy. The motherfucker right next to you is your enemy. Black people are your enemy. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Black people are your enemy. Motherfucker look just like you. Right up in your motherfucking family, sitting right up in your motherfucking shit is your enemy. I'm just gonna tell you that because I love you. The government ain't your enemy. They gonna report you to the government. They gonna give you the massa. They're self-governed. People govern themselves. The only reason why this shit exists is because people like them allow it to exist. People like their enemies that you really have allow it to exist. We are a government that we are ruled by democracy. So that means if a whole bunch of people get together, shit has to move. They won't get together for their betterment, but they will get together for the worst. They'll get together for the negative. These motherfuckers are, yo, listen to me. I've experienced it, I felt it, I seen it, bro. I'm telling you because I love you. Listen to what I'm saying. Black people, your enemy, my nigga. If nobody ever told you, if Malcolm didn't get a chance to tell you, Martin or any leader never got the chance to tell you, you're hearing it now. Harriet Tubman did not fear Massa as much as she felt she feared the close motherfuckers to her, the niggas in her camp. She kept looking in their eyes like, y'all okay? We on board? If y'all scared, let me know. Shit. Bitch, she was scared of her own people. They the enemy. Not scared of no government. Government ain't got, they're not watching me. That's what I learned. I thought the government was watching me, man. I thought the government was watching me, man. Nah, motherfucker. And even Jesus, when it was brought to Caesar, Caesar was like, who the fuck is this? He had to be brung to the big governments. Who he was brung with the big governments by? His own people. Jesus himself was brought to the government, to Caesar and to all the Romans. He was brought to them to be killed by his own people. He was very little. These were was not big. Jesus was local, nigga. He was helping the local motherfuckers out, giving them hope. That nigga was giving away to the local governments, and they had to send them to supreme governments. And when the supreme governments, they couldn't find nothing to nigga, what the nigga do? Nigga ain't did nothing. Shit. What y'all want me to do with them? And like, we want them all. We want all. They hated Jesus so. His own people hated him so bad that because things had to run on democracy, they had to kill Jesus. They didn't have no real reason to kill him, motherfucker. He ain't did nothing but say he was the king. And it violated their little local laws, but they wanted him killed. His own people had him killed. And I want you to remember that. I want you to know who your enemy is. This is chess, not checkers. You got layers. And Kanye said it, it's the new real estate, it's called self-hate. So the fact that when you say I'm a God, people hating on you because you said you was God. I am a God. Black people hating on you, self-hate. I'm telling you, your people that look like you, be quiet around, be careful, beware, move around them. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing. Y'all will never know when I'm moving. You never know where I'm at. You never know where I'm moving. But you know I'm grooving. You never catch me, and if you catch me, never catch me alive. You heard? It's a spirit that lives in the people, man. It's the evil thing, man. If y'all haven't seen it, go watch what the fuck happened to me. Then you can see the spirit. When I was at the customs and I was about to die, you see they was laughing at me, man. Clowning me, man. Put the spirit in y'all. Before you know it, you was being negative. You ain't even know why you was being negative. You just following the crowd. You know what? Fuck Nature Boy. You fuck this nigga. You got caught with the spirit. Come on, admit it, nigga. You got caught with the shit. Nigga, turn your back. Come on. Can't tell me you didn't because they got so many views. And after they got one thing, they reach for another. And after they got another thing, they reach for another. And then they go searching for something else. Oh, we got to get the new content. Oh, I got more. And you went for it. You got distracted. But I still love you. It's okay. It's a spirit that lives in our people that is evil. And if you can't see that, that means you part of that spirit. And that's okay. I want my people, you know who I'm talking to, I want you to know your family members is your fucking enemy. Huh? Your motherfucking wife is your enemy. Your husband is your enemy. Your motherfucking mother, your cousin, your father's your enemy. I'm telling you. Just tell me the truth. Because nobody else is going to say it. Self-hate. They going to bring you to the government. The government going to be like, who? Nature what? Oh, wow. I see. Yo, white people like, dude, we get it. Don't worry about it. We knew what you meant. Black people like, yo, fuck. I'm like, whoa. White people all in my inbox. Dude, we get it. Don't worry about it. We know what you meant. Rise above it. You know, black people slaying me. And how quick we are to hate each other. Shit crazy, man. Sick. I said to help each other, we hate each other with the drop of a dime. So quick to hate. I said help. Why not help? Why you hate? Don't go to no country where you can't blend in. Take it from me, my friend. I worked out the kinks. I know the ins and outs of all of this shit. I've been there. I lived there. And I've been in the jungle butt naked. I lived off grid for 2 years, man. I lived there. Trust me. Don't fuck with Costa Rica. If you are complicit, you see what they did to us. They do not care about black people. They do not. No, black people don't care about black people, and they learned how to treat us like that through us treating each other like that. Your passport is your skin. Be careful where you drive. Be careful. So we're going to leave it at that, man. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just putting that out there like that. I want y'all to know that all we want to do here at Melanation is depict to you what a beautiful thing we could be. And I haven't, the situation ain't never been perfect, yo. It was so hard to make a woman that's been indoctrinated to be monogamous. Then she say she can be polygamous, and she comes trying to be polygamous, and it don't work. Because she wants to be monogamous, because she can't get over the program, the subconscious program that's running in her mind. It's deep, it's genetic, my nigga. I seen it. Shit crazy. Anyway, year 2, carbonation, new beginnings. Father Tehuti, no more nature boy, no more melanation. New beginnings. We're gonna do this, y'all. With your support or without it, it's going to get done. It's coming to it anyway. We have something backing us that's way bigger than whatever you think that you're a part of. So you're going to get down and lay down. I know y'all don't like when I get like that, but guess what? We have to have that confidence. We have to have that strength. We have to have the self-esteem, because if we relied on our esteem upon your support, we'd be dead already. Nothing great would come out of anything without someone that had self-esteem. We have to have courage. We have to have self-esteem and be able to look at ourselves and feel good about ourselves. Because if we looked at you to feel good about ourselves, we couldn't, because you hate yourself. And that's just what it is. I love myself. I love myself.
I love myself.
Peace, reflection.